I reached out to them, Siriana. I have emailed. I should probably follow up with them, but I reached out to Sweet Maria's and said, "Look, I pitch your stuff all the time. How about you want maybe I shouldn't tell them that I pitch their stuff. If you pay me, I'll pitch your stuff." One more time. Hey gang, welcome. We're kicking off Monday here with the tail end. We got like 24 hours-ish left of this Decathlon event. I have an AMA to talk about Decathlon. And in fact, I'm going to reject it right now. I'm going to give Scott Martin his channel points back because I have not gotten around to talking about it, and it's already here. But like, I don't know, as far as here's what Ryan understands about Decathlon without having read anything about it, other than just gleaning from social media, and that is that there's going to be 10 events of various formats, mix of limited and constructed, and if you get 3 of these Decathlon tokens out of those 10 events, you qualify for some other thing. Finals event. There you go. That's all I know. But the other thing I know, having come here and looked, is that, you know, there's not a lot of reward here. Like one pack from, you know, packs aren't worth anything to me, really. They're basically 25 gems. They're basically worth to me whatever the wild card might be worth, or the you know, if the 5th copy of a rare or a mythic. So there's really not much in the way of reward back here, but this is a pretty reasonable cost. Like, oh, finals is cube. Cool, Pablo. That's good to know. I'm in for that. Anyway, I am willing to pay a certain amount for the experience in games. You know, there's a lot of comparisons you can make for how you're spending your money and what you're getting out of it when it comes to games. But you know, one thing we talked about when I was at Wizards is, you know, who is Magic's competition? Is it Halo or is it the movie theater? You know, like what is the, maybe it's both. There's probably, you know, the answer is probably a little of both, but the recognizing that Magic in effect competes with movie theaters is interesting in that, you know, Friday Night Magic. Do you want to go and see the new Spider-Man movie, or do you want to go draft at the LGS? You know, that's the type of tension you can have with that. And my point is that, like, you're going to go to the LGS and you're willing to pay a little bit that has nothing to do with acquiring Magic cards or even prize support. It's just supporting the institution that is providing you the experience that you're looking for. And I don't mind that here too. So especially with it relative to the economy, it's a pretty reasonable cost. I have not studied whether it's better to enter with this or with this. I have to do some back of napkin math or whatever. But you know, I've gotten so far away from micromanaging whether gems or gold are better, or whether this is a little bit better than that. I mean, I try to save up gold. Like, we've learned that, like, gold entry into the arena opens is 25% cheaper than gems. So that's a clear winner to me. But frankly, when we're talking about this level of in-game resources, we've already won, gang. If you're multi-accounting, this shouldn't even matter to you. If you're multi-accounting, you should have as much resources as you want to do anything you want in this system. And that's so I would rather just, like, rather than worry about this or this too much, I'm going to remember that I'm doing it. I'm gem independent. I'm resource independent because I multi-account and I make sure Wizards is paying me when I play. And as a result, between my win rate and multi-accounting, resources just aren't a problem. I entered the Arena Open 5 times. Unfortunately, did not trophy any of them. So 0 for 5 in my swing at the last Open, but it didn't even put a dent in my resources. So, and actually listen to chat. Chaz says better to spend gold. Great. I'm going to spend gold and we're going to do it. But my point is, if you're multi-accounting, those details become a little less important once you've managed your gem independence. Now, the details that are important are like things like where you get your physical Magic cards. And I sure hope you're checking out my sponsor, Card Kingdom. When you do, they have everything you need for your tabletop Magic experience, and I sure appreciate all of their support over the years. If you want to help out my stream, just be sure to check them out via my affiliate links and let them know you got there from here, won't you? Appreciate it. All right, let's build deck. I'll show you how I approach sealed on Arena. It's not easy, but I take it rarity by rarity. So let's start with the rares and mythics. What do we got? A lot of gold here. Half of it's gold. We got a Catilda. We know Catilda's great, but let's see. Denick. Oh, Denick is good too and matches Catilda. So blue-white leaping out at me here with these two. Then we've got the Omnivore. Green-blue hasn't been a huge thing in VOW. It was pretty solid in Hunt. Could do some stuff, ramp into those token makers. Yeah, I'm getting to that point, Mike, right? Like, that's why I wasn't even super excited about those packs. Like, I'm just not completing sets enough across my accounts for packs to be worth much. But again, it doesn't really matter because the approach I'm using keeps me consistently gem independent. Trespass. Oh, this is good. I saw the 3/3 and thought this was this crappy VOW rare that pings you. But no, this is a solid card. Pack leader tends to be pretty medium. If you're doing base green wolf deck, you're going to run it, but it's not anything super spectacular. The spectacular cards here are Catilda and Denick. So let's see what the rest of the pool holds. Iteration. This ended up not even being as good. I mean, it's a lot. It's asking a lot of you. Anyway, we're hoping that that blue-white lines up with the rest of our cards. Let's go look. Whoa, that's a lot of noise. So now the next step in my approach to Arena Sealed is to jump right to uncommons. You know, rares drive a lot, and so do uncommons. So let's see if the uncommons. Yeah, splash. I'll worry about splashing when we understand what our mana is like. Beloved Beggar. Fine. Quartermaster is good. I'm just looking immediately at the colors we were hoping to be in. Not much blue here at the uncommon levels. We've got this card. Rituals like Go Wide. Yeah, Opportunist, one of the better uncommons. Here, let's just pull some cards that jump out at us. Watcher. Like, I'm looking for cards that are a real pull towards those colors. Yeah, we can call Skaab a pull. Beggar is on the edge for me. If we're doing the thing, it's a pull, but I'm kind of whatever on it. But if you're doing the thing, it's good. Wedding Security is kind of in that range. Egg. There's a lot of maybes, but these are the ones that are like, whoa, these are reasons to try and be in these colors. Yeah, interaction being reasonable. Oh, this is good too. I'm gonna put Taxidermist in there. That's a pull. See, these are just straight, and Astronomer maybe is also pretty. Boy, I love that it's a 2/2 with a real upside to it. Anyway, let's start there. So just checking it out, and then now let's go to commons and see where we're really at, because we need support here. And with commons, you can take it color by color, make it a little large. We've got some support for white here. I like the Trapper, I like the Veteran, I like an Adamant Will. Commando is fine at 2. Retribution, perfectly playable. Kindly Ancestor, solid. Heron, solid. This is whatever. But certainly white seems solidly deep. Yeah, Cathar's even good. So white looks solid. Yeah, nothing. It's commons. I don't know what we're hoping for. I got some interaction, got some good creatures. That's about all I can hope for there. Falcon Abomination ×3. Bait Hook Angler is good. Entomber, Cradle. Maybe we have enough spirits to do this thing even. Gotta love a cruel witness. Stitch Assistant is playable, if not spectacular, but we make, this is where I liked Abomination making zombie creature tokens to sack to Assistant. Like, this was the combo that I was looking forward to most between the sets. Spitting out zombie decay tokens from Hunt and then exploiting them with VOW. And yeah, we do have, the white was deep, but let's see what the black could be interesting here, because we have the Zombie Lord and we have the Mythic Uncommon. So right now, blue-white looks solid, but I'm looking to black to see if there's, ooh, Scattered Thoughts is interesting. Hey, a little side note here. I was thinking about this over the weekend, listening to LR. I really feel like one of the consequences of Wizards upping their game on limited set design, especially around ensuring that mechanics and cards are in place at common to provide card flow to all colors throughout the game, whether that's blood tokens allowing you to rummage, whether it's kicker spells allowing you to spend 10 mana late in a game. But the consequence of this is that often the result of this push towards mechanics that allow for card flow, so you get something. The result is things like, what's our friend from Midnight Hunt, the 3/2 4-drop zombie that basically casts the Organ Hoarder. Thank you. Organ Hoarder is a great example of why 4 mana instant or sorcery, draw some cards, has fallen off so far. These used to be some of the premium cards in Limited, because you're trying to dig to your best stuff. Your low end is crappy. You need to find your bombs. There's no card draw hanging out in green or what, so like in old school Limited, these types of card draw spells were linchpin. Like, this was the fundamental, approach to the format to make sure that you were winning the attrition war and everything. And now that we have an Organ Hoarder, maybe is a bad example because it's blue anyway. Maybe the better example is like the green common from Kaldheim that could draw a card while making a 3/3 on turn 3, right? Like, when you've got Magic producing cards like that to draw your cards, Packmate, yeah. It really affects the value of things like Scattered Thoughts. And I think that's one of the reasons we've seen these cards that on the surface read so fine. I can spend a card and get extra cards. That seems great. But it's just, there's so many other things that are standing in for card draw in all colors that straight up card draw has really lost a lot of its value in Modern Limited. Okay, end card draw thoughts. Let's look at black. Gift of Fangs. Crawl is solid. Recluse. It's still pretty good. You get my. I mean, yeah, I don't want to tell you that you can't play card draw spells anymore, but their importance in Limited has plummeted in the face of modern Limited design. Yeah, this looks strong. We got a Diagraph Horde, a Bleed Dry. Guest just kind of locks up turn 3 and helps us get to the late game. The white was solid but underwhelming. I think this is looking better to me. It's not deep, but it's looking good. That's fair. Let's see if we can get playables there even. Red has Burned. Well, red looks like a easy enough cut here. There's some solid cards here in Burn and Impulse, but Lacerate. Nothing here is saying you got to play red, though. Green. More similar, Dawnheart's okay, Duel's okay, Sentry's solid, Might is solid. It's just a bunch of solid and okay, though. Nothing like, ooh. All right, so no red, no green. We're looking at the Esper colors. And I'm just going to put, let's see, let me reset, actually. And now... just want to put Ritual in for now. I'm thinking blue-black is where it's at, but we're going to see what the curve looks like. I'll throw one of those in to see. I guess we'd play that. Cradle probably plays locked. Ugh. I'm going to put it all in. I just want to see curves. Curve stuff. Oop. Yeah, we'll put that in for now. One of those at least. Gift. Recluse. Yeah, Outlaws are right. I'm going to put it all the playable stuff in here. Oh, that's right. We even have a rare there. I think it's black-blue as I look at it. True, Recluse is not quite where we want to be, but also if we are running like... if we do the looter... Did I not even put the looter in? Wait. Entomber, yeah. All right, so let's look at this here. Just from a curve standpoint. Blue has enough going on. Yeah, blue-white has the best early curve, but black offers a lot of threes, blue a lot of twos. There's definitely, we're definitely fine. This is where I wish I could make multiple decks on Arena, because I think you could absolutely make a blue-white build and a blue-black build. I think I'm on blue-black to start, so I'm going to do it. You like the... Yeah, the curve... The curve looked better in blue-white in terms of the early drops, but I think we have... I'm not splashing anything. No. Let me pull that. Sorry. No splash. So then we get one... Yeah, maybe this is too thin. One, and this is like... Are we even playing the sifters? Like, how many spirits do we have? Okay, we can't play that. Yeah. So not loving our turn 2. We can do the old, hey, it's sealed, it's a little slower, but there's no question that the 2-drop situation is far worse in blue-black than it was in blue-white. That's what I'm telling myself, Rob, but also you can tell yourself that to your own doom. You know, it's not as important, but... I don't know where y'all are coming up with your splash. Everybody talking about splashing, put the pipe down. What are we splashing with? I mean, you don't just throw 3 basic lands in a deck and call it a splash. We don't even have that much blood. No Evolving Wilds, no I just looked. Here you go. Silverbolt can be considered, I suppose, but we're not splashing, gang. We're not. So get over the splash thoughts and figure out what 2 colors we are. And we can switch it up. We can try one, try the other. I think I'm going to start, like I said, I'm going to start black-blue, and we'll try to make sure we end up trying the white deck at some point. All right, fine, I'll vote it. I mean, there's enough people saying, no, white-blue. But I think the black-blue is more powerful, but I'll pull you. White or black? Or is it black-white? Should we be... I guess the abominations are really drawing me to the blue, but maybe there's a world in which we should be looking at black-white. Let me know if you think that in the chat. All right, most people are on black, so let's wrap this up. We've got 21-8 split. I'm going to look at creatures that we can cut here. Are we gaining life? We do have a gluttonous guest, but I don't know if we're... I think Courier Bat loses a lot of luster in the face of 3 abominations, right? Yeah, we can cut that. Not really doing the blood thing, which is too bad. We get some here. We get some here. But not much else. Egg isn't doing much if we're not exploiting, right? That's been suggested. So wedding security could go egg, scry 2 block, and then are we doing anything to... Nah, we're not really doing... we're not doing exploit at all, really. I mean, we got the 1. Stitched Assistant, but that's not enough to run an egg. I agree. Recluse also pretty lousy, given what we, as math is saying. But, oh, what's the second? Oh, yeah, sorry, we have Repository Skaab. I don't know if we're playing this either, though, honestly. Yeah, Recluse is a 2-drop. I'm not going to cut it. Yeah, that's the other problem. I was going to do the check on here. Instant or sorcery, bleed dry, well, scattered thoughts. No, this is... I wouldn't mind getting these 3 back, but it doesn't get this. Well, I guess crawl you could get back, but do you really want to? I think we can cut Bat Whisper, yeah. Or Bat, you know, these are... Maybe it's just this. Skaab getting back 3 things, still pretty bad. Would you rather have Skaab or just the bat? Yeah, this is not amazing. Crawl number 2 says Mike. What are we getting back that we're happy with? Skaab is kind of a non-bo with crawl. Two exploit didn't feel like enough. And yeah, maybe we do need to run this. We got these 2 kind of whatevers, but locked is a little better. So we can play locked over fear. And then I don't love this Skaab in the deck, although a 2/5 flyer, even if you don't exile anything, isn't the worst. This isn't great either. How many zombies do we have? 10? We got 10 zombies. Yeah, we got plenty of zombies for the crawl, it's true. I think I'm going to cut 1, though. Mike, I feel you. I'm just going to spread it out a little bit here, and then... All right, 1 final cut. 1 final cut. Is it this Entomber? I mean, we can do some stuff with this, I suppose, but... Again, our low end, not exciting. Maybe it's Cradle. Yeah, I'm looking at this Cradle going, ugh. Let me cut the Cradle. And I guess we do put back the Entomber. We have Stitched Assistant and Skaab. We got 2 exploit, but 2 exploit, is that enough for egg? That was a debate. I'm saying it's a little iffy. I mean, it just needs to sit there until one of the exploits comes along, right? And with, you know, I think even with like 3 exploit, maybe you could convince me. 2 is just... I think Locked in the Cemetery is better, don't you think? But I guess, yeah, this can work. This might not take away a blocker right away, but this doesn't either. I don't know. They're similar, but I don't like Locked either. But you do what you're gonna do. Yeah, that's kind of where I was at, Pablo. With 3, I would feel a lot better about the egg. With 2, I'm feeling a little under. But for you eggers, you can decide what you'd put it in for, and if we draw that, let's see how that works out. Let's try this. Popped her sleeves for Mama. All right. Isn't it down here? There we go. We want blue. Not Gift and Crawl aren't really 1-drops, so maybe blue is correct. Double. It's kind of 6 half dozen. We'll try the white build before we're done here. But I'm going to start here. And I will agree, I think it was at math. I mean, this felt like it got worse during deck building. But I'm still going to try it. I'm not sure what you're PSAing about, but I trust you. Go for it. Yeah, we're not doing much early, but we do have a gift to protect against early aggression that's not vampire based, so I'm going to keep this, and hopefully in sealed it's not going to be hyper aggressive. Are we getting sifted, like, immediately? Yikes. Maybe they'll pitch some... Okay. Well, now the question is it worth killing a 1/2 with a Gift of Fangs? I'm going to say no. I suppose they could do something to rummage or loot away another spirit and then put this out of range, but I'm not going to spend some of my slight removal on a 1/2. Well, they might not have the second white. And of course, using a gift on a Lunarch veteran is spending 1 card on half a card, but I still think we do it, and Angler gives us a... Well, but that's the thing, even by turn, like, taking 2 hits until we can block it on turn 4 on a 1/2 is just not that big a deal. I'm sorry to hear that, Gar. I worry about that too. My parents haven't got, but parents of friends of mine have, and they cannot pursue help, or like it can be so embarrassing for people to get got by scammers that they won't even pursue action because they don't want to be embarrassed about having fallen for something. Well, we could trade for one angle. I don't see why we would do that either. You'd say snap trade? Why? We want to just make a 1/2 flyer? I don't know. I got repository Skaab. I could sack this, although we don't have anything great for it yet. Excuse me. Well, if it's a counter, we're going to find out. Offer him the Skaab here after combat. Yeah, this certainly suggests something, right? But I honestly, we're not so... Well, do we really, like... I guess I could just play the Skaab. Playing a Hill Giant as a... You want to counter the Hill Giant? Go ahead. If not, hey, I got a 3/3, right? I think that's fine. Yeah, definitely right to do that. Now we can diagraph board and then Skaab and actually buff our zombies. That's true. I could have let him counter it and then crawled. I like this line, though. They again chose not to play this over leaving up 2. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's not counter magic, so we're going to go for... Oh, well, how about Opportunist Skaab instead of... Although, Horde now into Skaab Opportunist is even better, right? I got excited about Opportunist, but I should be patient and do it after we get some setup. And yeah, getting hoarding. I'm just happy to get zombies, but actually getting this out of their libraries, out of their graveyard, is great too. Unless they're exiling, the good news is the crawl sets us up to get all this stuff back. So definitely no. This UI. Veteran and Dawnguard. No attacks here, though, with the double striker across the way. You should have traded this thing off. Well, it doesn't feel that impactful either way. If we can trade it off after we get the Opportunist going. Yeah, it is blue-red. We could take the spell over the creature. That's fair. A lot of mana up again. I'm going to start with the Skaab here, see if they want to counter it. They paused but didn't counter. They've got a blood token. If it's like a mana leak style counter, they could have chosen not to play it because we could pay. But I'm going to risk it. We're going to play the Opportunist, and maybe I get hit by a mana leak types counter. Maybe they have removal for the opportunist, but we're going to make them have it. All right, everybody.
on. Chill.
Definitely swinging a decay zombie. That's the beauty of the opportunist in the format with these decay zombies. They don't have good blocks, and this is a draw a card. Well, the common and uncommon pulls into black have shown up for us here in Opportunist and Horde and Skaab. So hopefully we win this game, because this is kind of the reason we're in black right on board here. Yeah. Smells like a sweeper, huh? I'm guessing Devil Sweeper. It's so sweepery I want to block. Yeah, we can just do this. I almost, if it is combat tricks, I don't care. So yeah, I am gonna block this as well. I could even put Opportunist on the Geist. The nice thing is if we're misreading here, Crawl gets any of the important stuff back. But this is enough. Wrath incoming. As long as we don't get exiled, Crawl will be great, though, so that's all right. Yeah, how about 4? We can get 6 mana. I'm gonna go Abomination. Yeah, Abomination Archghoul is nice, and then I don't love. I guess they don't have a lot of. I mean, there is Graveyard Exile in white. I don't want to lose our Opportunist. But that's the other thing we could do. We could be doing it ourselves to get rid of this thing. Archghoul, Crawl, Entomber, also interesting. Definitely got to spend some blue here, right? I'm going to go with the Abomination Archghoul play. Next turn we have Crawl, returning Opportunist, and getting rebuilt right quick. Well, we do get 2 things back, right? So we can Crawl, and then I guess you're saying you want to Crawl the repository so we can get the Crawl back? What is the... Why am I being asked this? Oh, I see. So I thought they were asking me to put Archghoul Thraben in my graveyard. I did not understand this question, right? Sorry. I thought they were asking me what to do with Archghoul, and I did not understand at all. Do we want that? I'm going to say no. I mean, I don't think we want it, so I'm going to put it in the graveyard. A second blue wouldn't suck. But I'm already... yeah, there's a chance we get it anyway, but mainly I'm still looking to Crawl and Morbid. So it just didn't feel super important. And there was some suggestion. I'm taking my morbid opportunist. I don't know. Maybe there's some other things to do with this, but this is so obviously good to me. You got Crawl Horde. I guess we, if you want Crawl, you want to get rid of this thing. I mean, I just don't even care, but we're going to win in the air. But I suppose we could do that. And then the opportunist still comes back and we can, all right. I'm in for that. That's interesting. There's some choices. So we get that, and yeah, let's take away their wrath so they can't get that back. Man, when Rob starts all capsing no, like it could be that the world is about to end. It could be that he dropped his pencil. So it's all the same. No! What attacks? I'm only attacking with the abomination there, so I don't know. I don't know about that. Now we can crawl and get our opportunist back. Try that. And eggs in this basket. If we make a 5 toughness, they can still double block. So I'm going to go ahead and put more on the abomination. Oppo Dunzo.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, that deck had a lot of play. We were a little bit worried about the curve, but unlikely to get, less likely to get run over and sealed. Helps mitigate the bad curve early. Yeah, we drew our best stuff, and we're playing a 3-color Squire pile, so good thing we got the win there. We can keep this. We got Skaab on 2, can draw cards on 3 if nothing else, and then get ourselves some decay tokens and exploit. Squires are 1/2s for 2, and that's what the sifter was for them. Liberator. Well, I'm gonna cast Pointed Discussion. We want to find our 4th land anyway. It'll keep this from flipping. We can threaten this on blocks. I could also attack. I'm gonna start with Pointed Discussion. I guess an attack, if I'm not going to block, I should attack. But would Pointed Discussion change anything? No, so I'll start with an attack. I don't think it would have mattered, but, you know, trying to tighten up a little bit. Well, we didn't find our 4th land, but we got 2 non-land draws out of the way, so hopefully there's one on top. But if not, I kind of want to Abomination anyway to set up for Repository sacking a decay token. Cool. Found our 4th land. Uh-oh, yeah, they might sack their Liberator to blow up the blood token. Let's hope they do. Yeah, I guess I'm just on Abomination. Maybe we use blood to get rid, find some more land before we untap. But we can start with an attack. See if they got anything for this. They're pausing. Uh-huh. Well, I was never not going to not attack. Never not gonna not. There's a lot of negatives there, but you know what I mean. We're gonna make them have it every time. And, yeah, so, cool. Let's do that, right? This actually works out just fine. Yeah, I forgot. It even flips it back to day.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yeah, I should have considered that. I just think I really wanted to get the decayed token out so we can mess with repository Skaab and whatnot, but maybe I'm overthinking that. There's also now we can recluse and flip for blood. Candle trap. Don't we have a oh yeah, we have a Skaab. So I like Skaab get back pointed here. You like get back crawl? Yeah, we can get back crawl. I like pointed, but crawl, I guess using it's similar, right? They're card draw, both effectively card draw. Nothing. I guess we could get the Abomination back at that point. Anyway, let's start with this. All right, I'm in for a crawl. We also have more card draw in hand anyway. Get the cheaper thing back. Well, they did the thing. We got a bleed dry though. We're supposed to use that on the warden. This thing kind of makes me want to pick it off, but maybe I'm being eager there. We don't necessarily need to. Yeah, JC just likes crawl and Abomination. That's fine. I agree. We can put a counter here. And then, I mean, it doesn't really change the nature. I guess they can't double block here. They need to put the wardens in front. Yeah. All right, let's do that. I'm going to offer this. Because if they block, they have to use the wardens. Or they're not doing anything. Rob likes staying back to block. I was trying to be aggressive. I figured with the bleed dry and the lock that we can get there. Although that's a little scary. A little scary. But see, they don't even want to send this in because we have blocks there. All right, no blocks here though. Wow, little choked. We could cycle something away to try to find a fifth land and then still have the bleed dry. Loop the Skaab and crawl. Well, that's a slow loop here at 11 life facing this stuff. Now I think we do leave the Skaab back to block. Awkward. That's true. This we can force them to block. What is it? I mean, you're saying send everything. Let's see, at 1 hourglass, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it does present Xaxes, but are they really? Let's go blade stitched. For sure. We just got to pump up our team. We could even send in a Zombo. They can't block. Let's do this. I'm going to send in one of these. They don't have good blocks on it. Keep their life total pressured. And then we still have a... we can still play the Recluse here. Well, I mean, staying back with zombies, decayed tokens just doesn't matter, right? Or what do you think? Like, if you're not attacking with a decayed token there, what's your thinking? My thinking was keep the life total close. This isn't blocking anyway. They have no good blocks. I have plenty of exploit. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, we have a draw to Opportunist, but is that really gonna, like, is that our fist pump? We're choked at 4 mana. I'm not like, sweet, what we need is card draw. Like, I just don't feel like that matters all that much. And here, definitely try to offer one of these. I don't know what's up here. So we'll do this. Yeah, I guess we trade here too, right? This is fine. Let's do this. If they like, I like these trades with our crawl. Maybe they're just trying to get a mob big, but we're all right. All right, some land. We can crawl to get back our repository Skaab, then repository Skaab to get back our crawl. Repeat. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, fair enough. Trespasser. Let me actually read this thing. Sure. Loot Away Angler is interesting. I'm going to start here, though. And could even do locked, but no, that doesn't do anything yet. That's interesting to flip the Recluse. We can also just play this thing out of hourglasses. I'm just going to do this because I'm out of hourglasses. Didn't really have time to think it through anymore. I could send in another 3/2. Now they have a chump. I think I'm gonna say no attacks because they might just put the 1/1 in front. It dies and then their mob becomes bigger. Trying to figure out if we're offering a trade because we could put I think we just take this, though. Say no blocks. Falcon. You like bleed dry on Trespasser. What? What do you mean Trespasser? This is our Trespasser. Yeah, it's true. A loot turns on locked. We can loot, and boy, this is getting. I feel like this is where I'm starting to look to chat to tell me what to do instead of actually figuring out how to win a game of Magic on my own. I do like getting in the air. That seems really good here. Where do you want cemetery? On the Cathars, keep that thing down. I think you just sack. I guess they could kill that. Let's start here though. Buy us some clock. Loot and hold the bleed dry. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Doesn't have to go on the Liberator, right? Because this is sack. I guess they could flip it to night. Yeah, that's fair. But we have bleed dry, I guess. There, I don't know. I'm out of hourglasses and playing a little loosey goosey. Sorry, but I'm gonna say no attacks and. If they go to flip the Liberator, at least we've got stuff on our side we're happy about. Now I kind of like swing away with Bleed Dry available. They've got a 3/3 they can block with. Yeah, maybe not everything, but the 3 powereds, yeah. Yeah, I'm still on. I like JC's line of at least this and then swing with some stuff. Yeah, they can pump Wolf to a 3/3, so we're not going to send the 2 powers, and we won't send our this thing. Yeah, rummaging away thoughts not a bad thought. I kind of like that. I like that, Mike. But let's start with this attack. They'll probably throw the 1/1 in front. I don't know about... I mean, we can represent... if you found lethal... I feel like they had blocks to prevent lethal, but this felt like a good attack. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, I guess that was a pretty good reason to put it on the other one, because that was a pretty good sequence for them to use the Liberator to some effect. So I don't think I did that correctly, but again, I'm low on hourglasses, low on time, making some choices that aren't always going to be perfect. I still like our situation here, though. This kills. I think we could leave, although we have Bleed Dry, although 2 removal spells means we probably just win, so I'm going to decline to put it into my graveyard, even though we could use some land. Yeah, we can loot the thoughts and get it and still potentially draw. Anyway, I'm going to decline, and we'll get it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I forgot we were getting 2. I thought that was our only trigger. Oh, well. My bad. I like this. We even get to play the Silver Bolt, and our Recluse is going to flip. All right, this is starting to feel pretty darn good. We've got Bolt we can use, or just a Bleed Dry on the Unruly Mob, Swing Away with everything 3 power. They can't even activate the Wolf now. But, yeah, I'm going to go with my instincts here and just Bleed Dry the Mob. And let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gets in for 3. This gets him to... yeah, between the Witch triggers and the Trespasser triggers, I think we just swing away. I'm not... Chat says this is lethal. I'm not even 100% sure. I'm sure that it's correct to swing away, though. Looks good. I don't know, there's a giant growth for 1 green, but nothing that stops the damage. Nothing to do till 3, but we'll keep. All right, let's see. Double timeouts for Rob and for OPK. Suck it. I have the power. Hey, cool, we found a 2-drop. So now we get Angler into Guest. This meme is for Rob and OPK.
He's dead, sir.
That man's dead back there.
Must be dead. He was worse than dead. His brain is gone.
Oh, title is Gauntlet? What? Why is... I changed it when I went live. That's weird. It undid my changes. Let's do... what do we call this? This is Decathlon sealed. Thanks for that. Ooh, Trespasser. Hello. This is gonna go Guest, but then we got this. Nothing to get with this yet, but I'm still gonna play the biggest threat. It's also no joke for them to get rid of it. They got a 2-for-1 themselves to kill it, even if they have the removal. So let's make them have it. And then we got Crawl to get it back unless they exile it. Land draw would mean Crawl plus Guest is possible. Crawl doesn't get any zombie value in that case, but still probably worth it. Yes, this was me saying they're going to kill... They're working on killing the Trespasser. Just so. Dang it, did not find the land to kind of do it all right now. I could crawl and lock the Ridge Wolf in the cemetery. That doesn't seem great. With crawl, we could just run out the Morbid Opportunist and threaten to block. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Gluttonous Guest is fine too. I'm being loosey with the good stuff because of the crawl, frankly. I kind of want to go ahead and let them bleed their removal out. Wow, they're actually making the offer here. I suspect something is up here, but let's... I mean, honestly, I thought this setup would cause them to not attack. The fact that they're attacking into this has my eyebrow up. Yeah, so it's all fine. All fine. The only problem here is the lack of land, but I'm just going to keep getting on board here. I'm going to go Falcon Abomination. They're stuck on land too, it looks like. Wow, so Oppo just stuck and we got unstuck before them. We're going to try to make that work for us. What do we want back first? I think I'm just going to get the Opportunist back and attack with the zombie and draw cards. Three for damage is fair, but we want to get more land while they're stuck. I like this a lot. We put a counter on the Abomination, we draw an extra card, makes us twice as likely to find our land for next turn because we get 2 draws, this one in the top of the deck. So now we have 5. Ooh, Assistant would have been, oops, something to do with the zombie token as well. But here, let's see, 4. Locked almost does the tapping thing, but not quite. We could bleed dry, just bleed dry and go. We could also Angler Assistant, sacking the Angler, the 1/2 just to get double card because we stitched and draw off Opportunist. I kind of like that, but I think our turn starts with swinging away with the Abomination. Alexis likes the value train, sure. Oh, sorry, I'm misreading locked, thanks. They don't usually work that way. So where are we at? Yeah, we're not close on that. Thanks. I was totally misreading that. Now we can move land to the bottom even. Oh, it won't? Oh, that's true, because it's non-token. Or wait, was it? Why didn't it get me one? Did I already draw one for it? Fair enough. Yes, gotcha. Oh well. Screwed that up too. Welcome to Magic. Alright, but they did go with a, I was thinking about killing this right off, and instead we get the 2-for-1, so that's nice. Now they got some mana open, but even Indestructible doesn't prevent against the -13. I'm just doing it. Although, let's see, I do want... Yeah, it's going to leave us blue no matter what. And I'll play the... Oh, maybe I just draw this. Although Entomber technically has power. We should probably still just run it out there. I was thinking about that, Alexis, but at 10, shouldn't we just play even 1 point of power? That's what I was thinking. I'm so far ahead, let's close it out. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it's not hopefully it doesn't impact too much here. And locked. Well, now I'll draw. Are we just there? I guess we're just there unless they've got something. No, I guess they're at they can go to 1 and block the assistant. So I'm going to go ahead and draw. Oh yeah, we can crawl to pump the flyer, but let's start. I'll draw here. And then do this. I'll play the land. Get this back and do that. Now it should be good. Unless they got some removal. Make them have it, though. I guess if they've got it, they eat up the opportunist and... But there we got a card anyway. How can we get him dead? Is there any way to get him dead? If I get 2 more cards in my graveyard, I can, which could be, let's see, if we go Swamp, Discussion. Yeah, discussion and loot gets us there, right? That's what I was trying to find. I think we got there. So we'll go start with the pointed discussion. And then, it doesn't even matter, we do... like so. And now, because we've actually read Locked into the Cemetery correctly, we can do this. Any of these a vampire? No. Let's Fangs the wolf, and then it should be good. Trespass the face, also fine. So many ways to win. A little tight on mana, but we're keeping this, no problem. Recluse on 2, Opportunist or Archghoul on 3. There's the land we wanted too. That's really just this hand needs a little land. Sorry, Rob. Usually I've got Hat letting you out of jail. Extra long jail time today, but roll with it. We're all good. 10 minutes off from you was a nice little respite. Yeah, Thraben itself, so let's do this. Nice, free cards for us. Now we can, I guess we opportunist and crawl. Maybe they just kill this, but I don't like doing nothing. I guess I could go assistant for no value, but that feels weird too. Don't make me do it again, Rob. Although this time I'm on it. Look, there you go. It was a 10-second joke timeout. Is that all right? All right, next thing getting killed is very high. We have the crawl though. I'm gonna say like, yeah, I guess just yeah. All right, fine. Assistant, no exploit. Obviously, I mean we could. You'd still get a card, but I like that. And then sure, I'm gonna crawl and counter it up right now. That's not a bad little threat. I think that's a fine use of our turn. Strangler can't block. And Guest laughs at it, although we still just probably don't want to block it. Although maybe we can block it in... Let's see, when is it? At the beginning of your upkeep. No, wait. When it dies. Okay, on death, so it's not easy to just, like, get it out of their yard or something. And then, what do we want to do now? We can go... I'm gonna play the land. Gonna offer an attack. Do we need to do anything before attacks? We could play opportunist if we thought it might die. Yeah, we just lock this down, right? That's the thing we will do. So next turn we're gonna lock. This turn we could just Skaab and not worry about getting max value. But opportunist does seem fine. It just doesn't use all of our mana. Excellent. Excellent. I guess we can lock Strangler ahead of time. It doesn't block, so it doesn't really matter. That's a good point. That's a good point. I'll do it. I was trying to figure out... I really wanted to use all my mana, and that's a great point that we can. Normally, you like to wait till you get the tap so that you don't give them blockers, but it doesn't block, so it's no problem. Yeah, maybe they'll exploit it. That's true. All right, for this, I think we just... I think I like ditching Guest and Archghoul and then just drawing off of our Skywarp Skaab. That's my plan. The exploit comment was well noted, chat. Took a risk there and did not get punished, but certainly expecting them to find some exploit value there is a risk I didn't properly consider. I'm not going to take time on stream for that, Silverback, but our Discord is full of wonderful GoingOptimal viewers and generally awesome Magic folk who will Love to help you sort that out. You can also go ahead and link a screenshot to it or something, and people can even take a look at it here. And yeah, let's start. Let's draw a card, see how that goes. And which one are we most likely to want back? Probably the Archghoul, so I'm going to ditch Recluse and Guest to draw the card. And none of this can block, so we're sending in. Waiting for this to get exiled. I don't even know this card. And it's got a lot of words on it. I'll worry about it later. Skaab, get back. Ghoul. This is a zombie, right? So yeah, let's do this. Could even crawl a Stitched Assistant, and then the Dreadhound has no blocks on it. Kind of like that. I was gonna put it on the flyer, but I like making the assistant be a must block, basically. Should we gift this Strangler? No, we will not gift the Strangler. It's pretty good for us, I think, if they're reanimating right now. I mean, they've got great creatures. I hear that this is a bomb. I'm not going to read it, though. I'll read it if I absolutely have to. But I don't think we do. We 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they're dead in the air. And we even get to hold a Bleed Dry up. And we get to draw a card. Forgot that part. Easy. Heck, we can play the Archghoul and hold Bleed Dry up. Is there any reason I shouldn't Bleed Dry this? I don't want to have to read it. Just tell me if I if I shouldn't Bleed Dry it. Oh, that's funny. I guess that we get to Bleed Dry something else. This should be okay though, right? Since we drew, we don't even need to. No, we don't lose it. Yeah, that's the thing. And this happens their upkeep, right? Your upkeep. So yeah, they're still dead. Are people playing this in, like, Commander or anything, or is that just... It's not good enough for that, probably? I don't know. It's a interesting card that feels like it has a lot going on for it. That doesn't matter either. All this is just wheel spinning that doesn't matter. Yeah, finishing their quests, right?
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I said we would use the white deck, but right now this build is just crushing. I guess I'll keep playing. We'll lose at some point, right? If we 6-0 or whatever, we'll switch for the last game, I guess, or what we hope is the last game. More fineness. This isn't amazing, but it's fine. Yeah, we might rummage and crawl just to turn this into some sort of creature that matters. And in fact, in the face of a 3-2, making it 2-4 would be quite good. So we're, but unfortunately, I can't do it for next blocks. Bummer. You'd still do it this turn? Yeah, I guess we got to do something. And at least this rummages, right? And maybe we'll find something else to do. That's not something else to do, but we'll stick with the plan. Surprised we haven't seen more bombs. In Sealed, you get, you know, twice the rares opened. Yeah, there's a lot of looping that could start here. Feels a little fancy play, though. As opposed to even just casting this and having a hill giant. Yeah, I think I'm just on Skaab as hill giant here. And stay on D. Crawl is a pump and loop engine, that's fair. It just feels like a really slow one. Oh, now we got a child of pack we're facing. And now we've got a Scorp. Are we any reason to trade this? Yeah, I am with you. I think looting Skaab or even looting Horde, although that feels... I mean, if Skaab could eventually draw us cards if we do that. I'm going to say pass, though. The Scorpion, we don't need to block that. That's not what's going to get us. And... maybe it's blank. I don't know, Mike. But I do feel like the Scott, like, we're going to lose to this if we don't find an answer, right? If you just go too wide. But now we flooding, although when you loot away creatures, kind of asking for a little bit of flood. Let's just go with a diagraph here, though. And No attacks available. Expecting make a wolf and pass here, but we'll see. Maybe they won't. Maybe they attack. Oh, it's just that it flips into a 5/5 and can do the make tokens. I just feel like this is a good inevitability card. That's all. Oh, I see. I thought you were like wondering why I was so concerned about this card. Gotcha. We could graveyard, but kind of feel like we should just crawl at this point. Maybe we can make, because like, get this to a 4/4. That's a little more, or this to a 4/5. And just get something back here, as opposed to Trespasser for not much value. It's nighttime. I guess we do have a, it would be a 4/4. Mike likes the graveyard. Yeah, it's true. I guess we do have better crawl targets, but they're not here right now. I'll play some land. All right, I'll go with Mike's take here. Do we want to drain on our own graveyard? I don't think so. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to submit 0. Yeah, I kind of like getting the Skaab back just because it, I mean, they don't have reach. We could actually be clocking them. I mean, I hear you that we have better stuff, but if we don't find it soon, I may just go with that plan. Although here, I'm just going to straight up offer the Entomber. And maybe it is time to offer the Skaab. And then, especially because if we let these two go and we get this back, we can draw a card off it. So I'm on board for this now. Well, that cost him. That was no joke. And we now have a 4 and a 3. We could do that. We could... Let's play out a land, do the Abomination, and at least get the counter on the Abomination. And then get something back here. You help me figure out what, but I'm getting something back here. Either the Trespasser or the Skaab. But yeah, I feel like Flyers is where it's at. I'm gonna get the Flyer. Even though we can't cast it this turn. Still doing it. Oh, I couldn't cast it anyway. That's all right. They're starting to go wide here, but dropping a fifth, fourth and fifth power in the air at 20 is a pretty nice clock. Ooh, that helps. 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we can play it all. We can do it all, gang. All! I'm gonna start here and see what we draw. See, this even means we could... I'll still go with Abomination. Next turn, this just makes the Air Force obscene. It makes the ground... Well, maybe it gets... Yeah, it's still correct. We're going to do this, and then next turn is going to be dumb. Skaab feels like it might even just produce a scoop next turn. 100% of our creatures are zombies. You don't get most of the meat. I call. I think if we ran through all 7,000 memes that I have on my channel, you would get most of them. Sure, maybe you don't know where their origins are or whatever, but... Yeah, this is all good. Yeah, I was gonna say... 4/4 gets some, but I think this is still just absurd. Wow, we're cruising. I need a little bio break though, so I'm gonna go take care of that, and we'll see if we can't get 2 more wins when I return. Be right back. All right. Let's go for 6. I wonder if I can adjust the length of my timeouts. I only ever use them for jokes. So, like, ideally, it would be, like, 30 seconds long. If you need a real timeout, I'm just going to ban you. Like, anybody who needs a real timeout can just not come back to my channel. All right, we'll keep this. All right. If they don't cast this turn... Oh, they are. Huh. Do I even care? Do we care about this? I mean, I could trade, but it's just for... You know, whatever. This long game is ours. You can throw away your cards willy-nilly. Now, do I throw the Trespasser out there or the Opportunist? Let's go with Trespasser. I was hoping they didn't do this turn so that I could actually, you know, just get a flashback card. But they didn't. That's all right. We'll do this. Well said, your ad. Well said. You can Gift of Fangs that, and then it becomes a chump block. It might become exploit fodder. But if we don't do something, we don't do anything. We could pass the turn and just look to Scattered Thoughts, but given that we can gift and Opportunist, I think we just do that. Gonna get perforated. playing out the land, sending in the attackers, can even send in the opportunist. Technically, nothing on board here can trade with anything we've got, and a bleed dry protects against tricks, so I'm going to swing away and then cruel witness if we don't need to bleed dry. Yeah, I'm going to go keep piling on here. All right, well.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
My plan was to try the white build when we lost, but that plan has been thwarted by success. So I'm going to actually pull it. Do you want to play the next game with the white version or stick with the black version? W or B? It almost seems fair to give the black version a chance to 7-0, right? Maybe we give it a chance to 7-0, and if we lose in match 7, we can try the white version? I don't know. Well, let's see what chat says. Yeah, everybody wants to see the black deck have its chance to win out, so let's do it. That was where I was at, but since I said we would try the white build, I felt I should at least ask. Nice. This looks great. Only thing is missing is 2-drop and like a 4th land, but other than that, I mean, 2-drop would be nice to have. 4th land we'll get eventually. But what I like here especially is Abomination providing sack fodder for these two with an opportunist that can then make that pay. Interesting. All right, I'm on Abomination here, and then next turn... Let's see what we draw. We might gift, we might not, but I want to start with Abomination. If we don't draw a land next turn, I think we just assistant the token for lesser value than we'd like with the Opportunist in hand, but, you know, one does what one must when you aren't hitting your land drops. Could also just block with the Abomination here. They don't have the cards to exile it. I would trade 1 for 1 here, and then, although doing so with, yeah, the thing is they're gonna exile it, but maybe they'll play something else. I'll say, I'm gonna, yeah, let's do it. I think I just trying to make sure like that we didn't want to get death value here out of the Opportunist or whatever, but this seems fine. I get it, Mike. I found it hard to resist that, but I understand. That's why I didn't snap block. I had to stop and think. All right, exiling 2 cards. Let's ditch... Unfortunately, I think we have to ditch the Horde since we don't have our mana. And, and then, yeah, probably gift, if they're going to do it this way. Let's say gift. Horde might be valuable enough to keep around, it's true. Especially with the Opportunist turning these into card draw. Yeah, let's do it this way. I like that. We want to be able to keep the Assistant in case we need to. Now we don't even necessarily need to. I'm on more about Opportunist. Ooh, how about Morbid Opportunist send the Decayed token? That gives us 2 shots at a 5th land, which would cast the Horde and recreate the ability to draw from Assistant and whatnot. Crawl is cool, but we're gonna wait on that. If they kill the Opportunist, we'd love to get that back after Diregraph Hoarding. Uh-huh. Land, land, land. One time. Ugh, brutal. Brutal. However, what do we do about it? We can crawl and replay. I mean, this is great. I mean, it could be better. Like, yes, Angler has... Mike likes crawl, get the Opportunist back, and just play it. Oh, yeah, killing... Right. We're just a little behind. Gotcha. It is a fine exploit target. I don't like crawl not getting a counter on something. But I like Angler get back Opportunist before they get it out of our graveyard somehow. So I'm going to do that. But Alexis, I don't like not getting 100% of all value at all times. 100% of all value at all times. I'm a simple man who just wants 100% of all value at all times. Yeah, I'm pretty good about 100% of value at all times in Waterdeep. That's true. Assistant doesn't give us a 2 spell. I just like Horde here after we send in with Angler. See if they got anything they want to use on this. Go for it. No! What? That's not allowed. Who allowed that? That's all right. Value train re-engaged. Let's go. Angler Opportunist, and then next turn we get Stitched. We could do that, though. Yeah, Disturb set. We could just do that right now. Because we learned, as I learned, Morbid Opportunist is not going to trigger off of stitching the Angler anyway. Yeah, that's true. We could even Opportunist and self-sack that. That's not the worst. Feels like maybe fancy play, though. Scry 1, draw 2. Maybe that is worth it. You convinced me. Let's try it. Because it needs to die, and a disturbed creature dying exiles. It doesn't go to graveyard. Yeah, this life total, we can keep that. Even more cards. Woof. Ouch. Gotta hate it when that thing gets 2 of your cards. Damn. Damn! This would be a little more balanced if it gave you zombie tokens for each creature you exiled this way. All right, well, this is good. We're still plenty in this. Let's, well, if I'm going to cast this, I should cast it first, so let's do that. Although, kind of need, I'm just going to cast this off a 3 black. I'm still on Falcon Abomination. This gives us a decay token, and then next turn we can play the Archghoul attack with decay token and have lots of value from there. Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot I even had blood in this format. No doubt we'll find another land to loot away with this, but yeah, I shouldn't have played it. I'm just on autopilot there. We do have a couple of creatures, so we're going to be able to draw off the Skaab. And sadly, there goes our value train on Opportunist. No blocks. All right, well, Oppo's making it tougher. They got a lot of cards up here. And... all right, now they're down to 2 cards, and at least this one isn't terrifying. I mean, it's pretty good. Again, value off for sure here. So there's another land. We could 2-spell if we want, as Siriana observed. I played a land hastily, but now we could actually make use of it if we wanted. I kind of like it. 2-spell, and then we will find more land, and we can blood away another land down the road. Yeah, I get. I don't want a 2-spell, Mike. Anyway, let's start with the Skaab though and draw a card. I like that. And we don't really have anything to get anything else back at this point, so it doesn't really matter unless I'm missing something. But I'll still take my worst 2 graveyard friends. There's our land that we can save for the blood next turn. I'm going to send in the Abomination. Could even send in the Zombie. Although I should have played the Archghoul if I was going to do that, so I'm not going to. Wait till we get Archghoul value at least. Ooh, Archghoul really should have been out, because now I don't even get the value here. Boo. Trying to have open mana, but now it's just cost me. Not going to hide this in my hand, though, and be ashamed of my sequencing. That was a creepy noise. Was that just for the dollhouse? Yeah, dollhouse is trouble. As is letting it flip to night. That's true. We have kept their yard pretty clean. Let's just send the flyer on that front. I do have card draw in Scattered Thoughts, and we're kind of nearly out of blood, so I'm going to play land. Wow, Dollhouse of Horrors actually upgrades that Gavany. Interesting attack here. Maybe they don't care about dead creatures because of their dollhouse, but I'm gonna take this block. I know they want creatures in the yard, but we're going to grant them their wish. Locking down a diagraph horde that they can't then dollhouse seems pretty reasonable. So I'm gonna keep that. Oh, interesting. I was like, why does it have summoning sickness indicator then, right? And I looked and it's like, it gains haste until end of turn because it's no longer hasty. All right, well, I mean, maybe we need to lock down the tapper. Is that a thing? But this is just a lot of damage. I think we got to lock down the damage and hope we find something to get us there. Not really, Haj. Just, well, I guess yes, we do. It's just an uncommon bomb. Morbid Opportunist has really won us many of our games here. Yeah, we should swing Decay, you're right. I don't think Trespasser's a bomb. I just think it's good. But we're splitting hairs again. Obviously, it's good to bomb. Oh, we are in trouble. We were in trouble as soon as they landed the dollhouse here, even though they didn't have creatures at the time. I mean... All right, somebody finally managed to beat us. I'm gonna keep riding the black deck, though. Partly it's laziness. I don't want to rebuild. I don't want to have to figure out the white deck, even. Come on, now. 2 fouls to give on the quest for 7. That was one of them, though. All right, I like this a lot. Angler into Abominations, and then Assistant away. Probably the zombie tokens, but even the Angler itself isn't the worst. Another red-black. Seems like a lot of that. Maybe it's because kind of red-black was solid in both formats. Oh, we're blocking if they attack. Bring it. If we draw a land, well, might go Abomination Fangs next turn. If we don't draw a land, we're probably just assistanting the zombie here. Adversary is solid, but it's not absurd if you're not kicking it, and they didn't. So it's a 2-3. All right, just got bigger. Well, there's our land, so we could do... I think we just want to try and race in the air here, though. Now I'm going to go... Yeah, swing both is fair. They probably, you're right, Pablo, because they probably, I'm not going to do the meme right now. If they block, that's great for us because we fangs it. So I'm going to start with an attack. See if they have, I don't think they block, Pablo, but I think it's worth trying. You never know with people. We have more decay tokens waiting in the wings too, so not a big deal to do that. Could go... Yeah, I'm just going to make another Abomination, I think. Don't have any other 2-spell. I don't want to do a Hill Giant Skaab. Could scatter Thoughts, but I'd rather be aggressive. So yeah, I'm going to Abomination again. Also, it uses blue, which we're choked on. Sure. Just for you, Alexis, or for your partner more so than you. I'm kidding. Okay, I gotta find it though. Where is it? Where is it? It's down on the next stuff down. And it's called, what is it called? Falcon. Sorry, there it is. Yeah, we could knock the Death Toucher down. Is it worth it, though? I think they're at 16, we're at 20. We've got 4 in the air to their 3 on the ground with Fangs, and the it does help the race. It uses the mana. All right. I'll do it. And thanks for the reminder, Oppo. Shut the hell up. Nobody wants to hear from you and your emotes. Partly I did it because we're a little choked on mana. I don't know how often we're going to have the means to slot that in. Interesting. I'm in for another block here, another trade. This is fine. I kind of felt like blocking there was racing in a way, but maybe I was over eager to trade. I just feel like if we stay ahead on board, we're going to be fine. That was my thinking, but I get you if you didn't want to trade there. And I do want to save zombies for exploiting. And yeah, let's exploit. Let's stitch, because if we can find a island, we can just play the angler, and that's fine. And we really do need some more land here. Well, it's still a trade, right? The blocking the 1/2 is just trading for a 1/2. Do you really want to do that? I mean, if we were eating it, I'd be with you. No second blue, so we got to drop the witness down. And we're looking for a land anyway. Man, no land, but our bomb. Best card in the deck. If they stay back to block with the adversary, then Assistant is great here. If they want to keep racing, they're in for it. So yeah, I like Opportunist, send in Assistant. What else have we got? We can guest and rummage away something. We could Scattered Thoughts looking for land. They've got the ability to bring back a combatants. That's not very exciting. They probably will be excited to bring back Adversary, though. That's something to consider. That they've got this crawl waiting to bring this back. If we do Opportunist, though, maybe it's worth the trade. Yeah, Haj is worried about what I am. Mike is like, doesn't matter. You're getting such action. Who cares if they do this? But let's see. They get back. They get to kick this once. Yeah, that's true. We can lock it on return. I like that. That's a good observation, Mike. And Haj backs that up too. So let's do it. They might not even block in the face of the opportunist, which would also be fine. But honestly, if they're spending their whole next turn, spending 4 mana to get this thing back, that's great. And look, we even have a play. All right, I'll take it. Wish it was a land, but I'll take a play. Kind of just have to do that if you're them. All right, finally some more land. And do we have any? We don't have anything to. We don't have any good spells to get back here. The Skaab is just a hill giant right now. We can just 2-spell with Angler and Guest, which I think I like. Uses all our mana and gets us on board. Gives us some rummage. Definitely not sending out the... I really don't want to send the Hill Giant out for no value here in this deck. We've just got too many things to exploit, and the Scattered Thoughts will be a fine exploit result. We can get there. Man, it's so unfair. Like, this bolt just kills this thing. It's just... Ugh. All right, definitely playing out land. But I should look ahead, make sure I don't want to do this first. Yeah, I like swing. I think, but you want to play the land though, right? Are you passing without playing the land? I think we want land with Scattered Thoughts. Yeah, just making sure, Haj, because he didn't mention it, so... Yeah, we do need the double blue anyway, that's a good point. We do let it go to night with that play, but the bolt just kills this thing, so maybe that doesn't matter, although, I don't know. Wow. I don't care at all? Maybe they knew it, but this is weird. They're getting back Adversary, which we figured they would do. All right, well, can't do anything about that anyway, so they get that. I guess I could scatter. I don't know, but there's still nothing in the deck that lets us do anything about that. All right, we're going to put these two in. You know, I was going to rummage away the land, but I'm going to wait and do it with the Recluse active. Yeah, we'll play a little more land as well. I can even kind of do it all here with, I think I like... yeah, Bolt Up is fine too. But this enters with, right? Oh no, when it enters. So you do have time to kill this in response. Usually that stuff is like enters with, but that's cool. So then I'm going to hold the Skaab and go Recluse. Rummage. Horde is interesting, but we're going to just hold all this. Stinger. You got it. Bleed dry. You got that too. Could bolt, but we're not bolting that. We're pretty happy with how that turn played out anyway. Now, well, send in. Kind of like Skaab the Drifter. But yeah, Horde still keep up bolt is good too. Sure. There might be a little more blood. There's not much blood in the deck though. And against black, they're more likely to be pulling creatures. Let's take the creatures we least want to see. Probably just the ruffians. Feel in great shape now with the Skaab being able to get us back card draw. Feels very good. Point of discussion is just card draw for us right now. Could even potentially we could tap this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's almost dead. Is there anything we can do to kill? We can't point them, no. So let's take a look. I'm going to play a land and rummage away the other one. That's damage, right? So now we win. Oh, no, we don't necessarily win. We get them to 1, sorry. But certainly swing away. I'm not going to use a lot, since they're not dead. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, they are dead. Sorry, I did bad math. They're dead. I thought they were going to be at 1, but I got them. All right.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
We did it, gang. All right, Decathlon it is. Well, we get 3,000 gold, so we actually got, hey, we got profit. Man, might need a new profit meme, though. Dave Chappelle is not on my friends list right now. Let's note the win, though. That was cool. All right, well, we got a Decathlon token, and I am nothing if not a sunk cost susceptible guy. So we are going to work as hard as we can to get those other 2 tokens now. Alchemy event with Red Burn got you number 2, huh? Yeah, that was fun. I liked playing those two sets together. I think they're the thing I don't like about, and this is where I said I was going to get Alexis on to talk about it, but I bet I can just let me ask, is what Alexis doesn't like about the paper distribution of that set? I mean, it's, as far as I can tell, it's extra cost, and the value isn't there. They didn't do anything to justify the cost doubling, right? That's, I guess, the one that they put alt art in there or something, but it's not even necessarily sweet alt art, and it's not worth their cost. So I don't know. That being said, mixing up these two sets seems great. It feels like Innistrad Crimson Vow and Innistrad Midnight Hunt are very well suited to be mixed up and played in limited together. I just don't know about this rollout they're doing in paper to do it. So yeah, is it all the black and white stuff? The black and white look, like, color matters in Magic, and communication of color matters in Magic. I'm a little disturbed at all of the ways that Magic has been heading with special cards, such that it's getting to the point where you can't identify things on the battlefield. I really do not like basic lands that you can't tell at a glance tap for whatever. Yeah, right. That's what I'm talking. I've seen those. They're just absurd. I don't. What are they thinking, Alexis? Did they talk about it? How do they arrive at, let's stop communicating color with our basic lands? Yeah, but there's so many ways to get money with Magic cards. You don't have to make unreadable ones, and you can still get all that money. I don't know. Well, let's say goodbye to YouTube friends at least. Thanks for hanging out, YouTube friends. Hope you enjoyed that. And we'll try to get the other Decathlon events up on YouTube so we can see if we can march to qualification together. See you next time. Thanks.